across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Barkley a first down and more. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The throw for Tony is intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Next to score, Eagles 7, Giants nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing, Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 2nd and 9, Jones eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now Jones. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 1st and 10, Middleton completes it to the tight end, Kittle. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, I've heard you say that so much of being a great inside linebacker is diagnosis, and that time he diagnosed things instantly, made a beeline for the football.
2nd down and 4. Operating from the gun, Middleton finding room to the 20. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver.
Oh, into a sea of defenders, and intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
57. Mike 57. Yeah. You don't want
From the gun, Jones. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Hassan Reddick able to run him down for a loss of 18 yards, and it will be 4th down as well. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off play action, Middleton. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. They go play action here on 1st down. This is Smith with a grab. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
right there. 54, right there, 54.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Middleton. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Giants, nothing. Jake Elliott taking off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Jones now on 3rd down. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Strip that ball.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
They'll look to throw again. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Mike 57. 57's low.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And some room to roam now. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing on 1st down. Middleton. Flush to his right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. From the gun, Middleton. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Roberts now on the return.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
On first down, Middleton eluding the pressure right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it first and 10. Looking to throw. Middleton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Bulldozes past him. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Middleton, he'll buy some time right. He finds his man, complete. It's Beck. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. A flag down. Let's see if this will stand. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. Off play action. Middleton. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Touchdown! It's complete.
Devontae Smith,
his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Jones throw caught by Tony. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Barkley, a first down and more. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line.
Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. 28 more yards. That's another Giants.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The 71 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
Crunch, crunch, crunch. Show it up, show it up.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch. Switch, switch, switch.
On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. That's caught at the 2.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Off the play fake, Middleton. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side, because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. On the move to his left. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he stopped. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he finds Gronk. And he'll get nothing out of that one. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. They find some open field here. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Off play action. Middleton. Sends it out toward the sideline. Kittle brings it in for the completion.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make this a second down. Escaping the pressure right. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammate. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Back to throw. Jones. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And the Giants send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now this throw caught left side. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Middleton. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back to throw again. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Jones, flushed out right. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Not much there, only a yard. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. That'll be caught. It's Tony. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Looking to throw. Jones, flush to his right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Mike fought 9. Mike fought 9. He's scared.
On 2nd and goal, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people